Hey Swapaholics, you saw the thumbnail. It's an Equestria Girls Rarity and Spike swap. Sorry it's a day late. Anywho, it starts in 3, 2, 1.
Chapter 1. The Magnificent Mix-Up. Twilight Sparkle adjusted her glasses for the 12th time that afternoon. Her garage had been transformed into a laboratory of tangled wires, glowing crystal fragments, and one suspiciously loud humming machine that looked as if it might double as a popcorn maker. Rarity stood nearby, striking a heroic pose, as though she were about to be photographed for a magazine cover, rather than tethered to what Twilight called him on a siphon.
Darling,
Rarity said, brushing a non-existent speck of dust from her blouse.
I sincerely hope this contraption of yours is more gentle spot treatment and less full-body vacuum cleaner. I did not come here to have my essence turned into confetti.
Twilight smiled nervously.
It'll be perfectly safe. I designed the siphon to pull only a controlled amount of ambient magic from your aura. No explosion, no disintegration, no spontaneous combustion. At least, not according to my calculations.
Rarity's eyes twitched.
Calculations?
Hypothetical ones.
Twilight admitted, fiddling with a knob. From the floor, Spike tilted his head. The little dog had been watching with fascination, his tail wagging as the machine began to glow.
So this thing just sucks magic out of you. Cool, can I try?
Twilight froze mid-adjustment.
Oh, absolutely not. Spike, this machine is calibrated for human resonance only. If you
But Spike was already trotting toward the humming circle of light.
step inside.
Twilight finished weakly, just as he hopped directly into the beam. There was a flash like a thunderclap made of glitter. The machine wailed in protest. Rarity screamed like she'd just seen a clearance rack, and Spike yelped as if someone had stepped on his tail. When the light faded, Twilight blinked, coughing on the faint smell of ozone, and then she froze. On the floor sat a tiny, purple dog with a perfectly styled green mane. It was Rarity, panting in shock, her dainty paws trembling. Meanwhile, the taller figure who was now standing and wobbling was none other than Spike, now in Rarity's body. He blinked down at his new hands, wiggled his fingers, and then gasped dramatically.
I have hands!
He shouted, waving them around like a windmill.
Look, Twilight, I've got opposable thumbs. I can open doors by myself now.
Rarity, still in dog form, let out a horrified squeak.
Well, what is this madness? Why is everything so low to the ground? Why do I smell kibble?
She turned in a frantic circle, her little tail puffed out like a pom-pom.
Darling, this is a disaster.
Twilight's hands flew to her hair.
Oh no, the resonance field must have inverted when Spike entered. It redirected the magical transference and
She swallowed.
you swap bodies.
Swapped bodies.
Rarity barked, her voice shrill even in canine form.
You have any idea how undignified it is to be reduced to this furry four-legged state?
She lifted one tiny paw in horror.
I have claws. Claws! Twilight, I'll never be able to do a manicure again.
Spike, however, was far less horrified. In fact, he was staring at Rarity's reflection in a shiny bit of lab equipment and striking poses.
Oh my gosh, so this is what it's like being tall. Look at this hair. It's so silky.
He twirled a strand and smirked.
I look fabulous.
Rarity whipped around and barked.
Stop freeing in my body this instant, young man. That is my hair, my complexion, and my everything. Do you even realize how delicate my skincare routine is?
Spike, in Rarity's body, shrugged.
I dunno. Feels pretty great to me. I'm taller than Twilight now. I could get used to this.
Meanwhile, Twilight was frantically scribbling notes, muttering equations under her breath.
If I can reverse the polarity of the siphon, maybe I can stabilize the RF frequency and, oh no, what if the inversion becomes permanent?
Rarity gasped, her tiny paws flying to her muzzle.
Permanent. Twilight Sparkle did not even suggest that word. I cannot, I repeat, cannot live the rest of my day sniffing fire hydrants and chasing taste balls.
Spike's ears perked up. Well, technically Rarity's ears, but his grin was pure spite.
Tennis balls, you say?
Rarity growled.
Don't you dare.
But it was too late. Spike was already miming a throw with Rarity's elegant hands, and then immediately chased after an imaginary ball, running in a circle with surprising enthusiasm. Twilight groaned.
Spike, please. You're not helping.
Rarity barked furiously.
This is humiliating. My reputation will be in shambles if anyone sees me like this. A lady cannot simply attend Fashion Week as a Pomeranian impersonator.
Spike plopped down dramatically on the workbench, crossing Rarity's arms across his chest.
Relax, Reyes. Think of it as a vacation. You get to be a dog for a while. No deadlines, no sewing needles, no stressing over fabric swatches, just naps and belly rubs.
I beg your pardon.
Rarity screeched.
A dog's life is no life for a lady of refinement.
Twilight shrugged her temples, already regretting this experiment.
Okay, just stay calm. I'll reverse the process. I just need time to recalibrate.
Spike leaned over her shoulder with Rarity's body, sniffing at her clipboard like he always did as a dog.
What are you writing? Is it food? Does it say food?
Rarity nearly fainted on the spot.
Stop behaving like a dog in my bite, you insufferable little beast. Twilight, if you don't undo this catastrophe soon, I swear I'll.
Spike grinned, baring Rarity's pearly teeth.
What will you do? Bark at me.
Rarity barked loudly. Twilight sighed, shoulders slumping.
This is going to be a
Chapter
very
2,
long
A Dog's
afternoon.
Day Out. Twilight Sparkle had been pacing for 10 minutes, muttering equations and formulas under her breath like an incantation. Finally, she snapped her notebook shut and turned to look at her two unfortunate test subjects.
The good news
She announced.
is that this swap is definitely reversible.
Rarity's tiny dog form let out a sigh of relief so powerful she nearly toppled over.
Oh, thank heavens.
Spike, lounging on the workbench in Rarity's body, perked up.
And the bad news?
Twilight wins.
I'll need about a day. Maybe less if I can reconfigure the siphon's resonance chamber and stabilize the model waveforms. But I'll need uninterrupted time to work.
Rarity barked indignantly.
A day? Twilight Sparkle? Do you not comprehend the horror I've endured already?
Relax, Rarity.
Spike said, shrugging.
One day isn't bad. Besides, this body comes with perks.
He looked down. His eyes widened. His grin widened even more.
Oh, wow. So these are...
Spike.
Twilight yelped, instantly putting her hands to her temples. Rarity's horrified scream nearly shattered glass.
Unhand my bosom this instant, you shameless cretin!
Spike blinked innocently.
What? It's the equipment. I had to check the...
Rarity had hurled herself at him, teeny paws smacking his leg in fury.
If you so much as poke them again, I shall bite.
Twilight groaned into her hands.
I cannot believe this is my life.
Later that afternoon, Twilight had buried herself in schematics, leaving Spike and Rarity to their own devices. Which, as it turned out, was a mistake. Rarity, still adjusting to her canine body, pranced out into the yard, nose twitching. She was just beginning to appreciate the breeze in her fur when Spike wandered out after her. He sniffed the air dramatically.
Wow, I can actually smell things better in this body than I could in my old one. Oh, hey, is that a fire hydrant?
Rarity froze mid-step.
Don't you dare!
Spike tilted his head.
What? Dogs do it all the time, right?
He started toward it, unzipping the back of Rarity's skirt. Rarity shrieked.
Spike!
She pounced, tackling Spike in the legs.
That is my body! My dignity! You will not use it as some common lavatory.
Spike rubbed the back of his neck sheepishly.
Right? Yeah, that would have been bad.
You think?
The evening only worsened. Left unsupervised, Spike had discovered Rarity's closet.
Oh, fashion time.
By the time Rarity waddled in, she was greeted with a sight that nearly made her faint. Spike had dressed Rarity's body in mismatched neon tights, a sequin cropped up 3 sizes too small, and a sun hat so floppy it nearly swallowed her head. His attempt at makeup looked like a child had gone to war with a paint set.
Well, how do I look?
Spike asked proudly. Rarity's dog jaw dropped.
You look like a circus tragedy.
But it's bold, right? Fashion is about bold choices.
Fashion is about taste, darling.
Rarity barked.
You smeared blush like we're paint. Your eyeliner looks as if it was drawn during an earthquake, and that shade of lipstick is just an unforgivable crime.
She shuddered. Spike shrugged.
I still got cheekbones.
Later, as night fell, Twilight finally peeked out of the lab, only to find Rarity parading in a frilly little dog outfit Spike had discovered in a boutique gift bag. It was pink with sequins and came with a tiny hat.
You actually don't look half bad.
Twilight admitted, blinking. Rarity sniffed indignantly, but her tail wagged despite herself.
Well, one must adapt, Twilight. A lady always maintains her poise, regardless of species.
Spike snickered.
You look like a runway chihuahua.
I look fabulous.
Rarity corrected sharply. Hours later, Twilight sat hunched over the repaired siphon, sparks occasionally crackling from her tools. Then, suddenly, her calculations aligned. She gasped, fumbling for her phone. Her fingers flew across the screen as she sent a text to Rarity's number.
I fixed it. The siphon is ready for reversal. Meet me in the lab ASAP.
A moment later, Spike pulled the phone from the ridiculous neon purse he'd chosen. He squinted at the message.
Oh my.
He muttered.
Guess it's showtime.
Meanwhile, Rarity, still dressed in her frilly little dog ensemble, perked her ears.
Did she say fixed it?
Spike grinned.
Yeah, time to switch back.
Rarity practically leapt 3 feet in the air with joy.
Oh, blessed day! Deliverance is at hand!
Spike was still twirling Rarity's phone between manicured fingers when a sharp hiss cut through the night air. Rarity froze mid-step, her little dog ears twitching.
Oh no.
Spike's barred eyes widened, pupils dilating in a way that was alarmingly canine.
Spike, no.
But it was too late. Rarity's body, her tall, elegant, dignified human body, sprinted across the street at full speed, arms flailing like windmills as Spike barked gleefully.
Cut, cut, cut.
Rarity galloped after him on her legs, horrified.
Spike, get back here this instant. That is my body you're dragging through the mud.
The cat darted down an alley, and Spike pursued with all the grace of a freight train on roller skates. He nearly tripped over his own high heels, stumbled, then kept going, shouting gleefully.
I'm so fast. These legs are amazing.
Rarity, panting, finally made a desperate leap right onto Spike's head. The human body staggered. Arms windmilling wildly as the little dog clung to her own glossy hair like a furious purple-haired hat.
Turn left! Turn left!
Rarity barked, tugging his ears like reins. Spike yelled.
Ouch! Hey, watch the merchandise.
You are the merchandise!
Rarity snapped.
And if you scuff my knees one more time, I'll... Oh, Lord! Watch the trash can!
They crashed straight through it. Empty soda cans clattered across the pavement like cymbals in a parade. Somewhere, a porch light clicked on, and a bewildered neighbor poked their head out. Spike grinned sheepishly, brushing chip bags off Rarity's skirt.
Good evening.
Rarity groaned.
Twilight had better hurry, or I'll need more than a spa day to recover from this humiliation.
By the time they stumbled into Twilight's yard, Spike's borrowed body was panting, while the actual dog Rarity perched indignantly on his shoulders like an outraged parrot. Twilight opened the garage door, blinking at the scene.
What on earth?
Rarity jumped off her own shoulder and pointed a paw at Spike's face.
Control him.
Spike just grinned sheepishly, still holding an empty tuna can from the chase.
So, good news. We're here.
Twilight sighed deeply, pinching the bridge of her nose.
I really should have built a leash into the siphon.
Chapter 3, The Great Reversal. By the time Rarity and Spike staggered into Twilight's garage lab, both were a mess. Spike, still inside Rarity's body, had twigs in his hair, a smear of dirt across his cheek, and was clutching an empty tuna can like a trophy. Rarity, sitting next to him, looked ready to faint from indignation. Twilight looked at them and stated as a matter of fact.
You two look worse than the machine after it exploded.
Spike grinned sheepishly.
But you should have seen the cat. I almost.
Don't you dare finish that sentence.
Rarity snapped. Twilight sighed.
Right. The siphon is ready for the reversal.
Finally!
Rarity barked with joy.
Do it, Twilight. Do it now before this buffoon disgraces me further.
Spike's eyes widened. He looked down at Rarity's hands, flexing the delicate fingers slowly, reverently.
Wait, hang on. Can I just have one more minute, please? One more minute to enjoy hands.
He wiggled the fingers again, then clasped them dramatically against his cheek.
They're so versatile.
Twilight adjusted her glasses.
Spike.
One more minute. I can clap. I can snap. I don't know. Shuffle cards. Don't take that away from me yet.
Spike begged.
Rarity's tiny dog form growled.
You've had 12 hours. You scoundrel. Give me back my body this instant.
Twilight held up a hand.
Actually, both need a bath first.
Spike blinked.
Come again.
Rarity froze.
What?
Twilight wrinkled her nose.
Two of you reek. If we run the siphon while you're both like this, the resonance field will amplify the odor particles. Do you really want to carry the smell of all that garbage into the reversal?
Spike sniffed his borrowed arm and gagged.
Oh, well, yeah, that's bad.
Rarity faintly swayed on her paws.
My body smells like a dumpster.
An hour later, the lab smelled of lavender shampoo and warm soap. Spike had discovered the joy of bubble baths, giggling as he stacked foam on top of Rarity's head like a crown. Rarity had resigned herself to the indignity of being scrubbed with a dog brush, though she couldn't help but sigh contentedly when Twilight carefully rinsed her fur.
Don't tell anyone I said this, but this is rather divine.
Rarity murmured, eyes half-lidded. Spike nodded happily.
I'm squeaky clean.
He clapped. Rarity's hands together just to hear the sound.
Still love these.
Twilight dried her hands and stepped back to the machine.
All right. That's not done for business.
The siphon glowed once more, runes flickering across its surface as Twilight adjusted the controls. She cleared her throat nervously.
Okay, so what happened last time was that Spike's presence inverted the monosiphon's polarity, causing a resonance misfire that had us, swapped your bodies.
Yes, yes, we're familiar with that part.
Rarity bought. Twilight fidgeted.
The important thing is I've recalibrated it. It should work perfectly this time.
Rarity narrowed her tiny eyes.
Darling, explain.
Twilight coughed.
Well, there's about a 30% chance of side effects.
Spike tilted his head.
Side effects? Like what?
Twilight shrugged.
Oh, you know, small stuff. Lingering habits. Or residual instincts, nothing dangerous.
Rarity stomped her paw.
I do not care if I bark at the mailman for a week. Put me back in my body this instant.
Twilight raised her hands defensively.
Okay, just stand in the field.
The machine roared to life. Sparks crackled, the garage filled with light, and the air hung with magic. Rarity the dog and Spike the Rarity clone both shouted as the siphon pulled, twisted, and snapped them back into place. And then it was over. Spike was once again a small purple dog, blinking up at Twilight in relief. And Rarity, happily in her rightful human body, stared joyfully at her human hands, happy to be back in her own skin.
Oh, blessed symmetry. My chicos, my hands, my everything.
She twirled dramatically, tears in her eyes.
I am whole again.
Twilight exhaled,
It worked.
but then Rarity growled. A low, rumbling canine growl. Her lip even curled, just slightly. Twilight blinked.
Rarity?
Rarity's eyes narrowed on Twilight like a predator on prey. Spike whimpered.
Oh no.
And then Twilight reached out and scratched behind Rarity's ear. Instantly, Rarity melted. Her shoulders slumped, a whimper escaped her lips, and she leaned into the touch with a soft sigh.
Oh, yes, right there.
A second later, her eyes flew open. She jerked away scandalized.
Did I just? Twilight Sparkle, what sorcery is this?
Twilight coughed into her fist.
I did say there was a 30% chance of side effects.
30%.
Rarity exploded, her voice ringing through the garage.
Now I'm a magnificent rarity. I'm stuck with dog mannerisms.
Spike snickered.
Guess you're part of the pack now.
Rarity stomped her heel.
This is unacceptable.
Twilight reached out again, experimentally. And despite her fury, Rarity leaned in. The bell over the ice cream bar's door jingled cheerfully as Twilight, Rarity, and Spike entered. The sweet scent of waffle cones and chocolate sauce hung in the air. Twilight carried her notebook under one arm, because of course she did, while Spike padded beside him, eyeing the topping station with suspicious excitement. They slid into a booth, ice cream in hand, Twilight with a sensible single scoop of vanilla, Spike with a tiny dog-safe peanut butter cup, and Rarity with a towering swirl of strawberry shortcake sundae, topped with sprinkles that shimmered like gemstones. Twilight adjusted her glasses, eyeing Rarity carefully.
So how's it feel? Being back in your body again and all.
Rarity shot her a glare over the rim of her spoon, eyes narrowed like a cat unimpressed with cheap furniture.
You have some nerve asking me that Twilight Sparkle?
Twilight shrank slightly.
Sorry, I just wanted to make sure you're okay.
Rarity opened her mouth to retort, but froze when Twilight's hand obsessively reached up and scratched behind her ear. Her eyes fluttered. A soft whimper escaped her throat before she could stop it. She leaned into Twilight's touch like a contented puppy, nearly purring.
Oh, that's divine.
Spike nearly choked on his ice cream.
Ha! You're still part dog.
Rarity jerked upright, cheeks flushed.
Oh, I am not.
She snapped, only to growl when Spike snickered again. A very canine growl.
See? Exhibit A.
Spike cackled. Rarity huffed.
It is not all bad, I suppose. I do growl when cross. I occasionally catch myself scratching my ear with my foot when it itches, and peanut butter is rather heavenly now.
She took another spoonful and licked it with suspicious enthusiasm. Twilight scribbled notes.
Fascinating. Lingering behavioral cross-contamination.
And
Rarity continued primly.
I've begun designing canine couture for Spike, matching ensembles for me and my darling assistant.
Spike froze mid-lip, ears flattening.
Assistant.
Rarity smiled sweetly, which made it even scarier.
Yes, darling. Since you're part of my pack, you are now officially my assistant.
Spike slowly backed out of the booth.
Oh, hey, look at Cat!
Rarity narrowed her eyes,
Nice try. You are not fooling me with that again.
but her left leg twitched, bounced, and before she could stop herself, her eyes darted toward the window. Spike burst out laughing.
So, you do want to chase it?
Rarity slammed her spoon down.
How you menace!
Twilight, covering the giggle, reached out and touched Rarity's shoulder.
I really am sorry, you know. For the whole swap incident.
Rarity inhaled, then exhaled gracefully.
I suppose I can forgive you, darling. After all, you did restore me to my fabulous self.
Twilight gently scratched behind her ear again. Rarity whimpered, then leaned sideways until her head rested comfortably on Twilight's shoulder, the warmth of the moment melting her irritation.
Perhaps it wouldn't be so dreadful
Rarity murmured.
to spend more time like this. Maybe even a date.
Twilight's face went red.
A date?
Rarity smirked, eyes half-lidded as she nestled closer.
Yes, a date. But after I get back at Spike.
Spike gulped, his spoon clattering.
Undoomed.
Twilight giggled nervously while Rarity purred contentedly against her, deciding that maybe, just maybe, 30% side effects weren't the worst thing in the world. The end.
When I couldn't chase cars or go on a hydrant anymore. But these boobs and being able to eat chocolate naked. Oh, yes, sir. I'm walking in heels, not paws on the floor. But hey, now I'm queen of the school corridor. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. Used to bark at the door, now I just roll my eyes, trading fetch for facials and gossiping in lines. I don't wag my tail, but I flip my hair. Instagram likes everywhere. Puppy dreams replaced by selfies and screens. New world strange, but I'm living like a teen. When I